Are you guys ready for today's game? Wait a damn minute. Wait a minute. We are going to start with a visual novel that we meant to read on Friday. The demo is out for now, but the full game will be releasing eventually. I don't know when off the top of my head. It is called Redline, Strings of Fate. It is a sci-fi visual novel. Choices do matter. I believe there are going to be 5 different routes and of course like a main story that goes along with it. I had seen a little bit of it because I saw Lexi playing it I think a week-ish ago and I wanted to give it a try. When I read this summary, I get Psycho-Pass vibes from this. If you've ever seen Psycho-Pass, fantastic anime, by the way. I think everybody should watch Psycho-Pass. Psycho-Pass is another sci-fi anime where it basically is about, it's like a futuristic society where the government monitors everybody's emotions and measures them in such a way that they can predict based on emotions and behavior which members of society are more likely to become criminals and then intervene with that to stop crime before it even happens based strictly on human emotion and behavior. Basically, a variation on the plot of Avengers Age of Ultron. Whatever that means, this is what we're going to be playing today. This is Redline Strings of Fate. The Kickstarter, again, runs from July 30th to August 31st. So be sure to check that out. I'll drop a link to that if you're watching later on. I love a good visual novel. I love digging into otome games. I've been playing them for a while now. So I always want to support indie games as well. So I hope that you will join me on this journey, listen into the demo of the game, and hopefully support the Kickstarter and keep your eyes peeled for this game as well. So again, we're just going to be playing the demo today, and I hope that you enjoy. Let's dig into a new game. Okay. It is said an invisible thread runs between those destined to meet, reminiscing on the bond of human experiences and the promise of happiness, trust, and unspoken love. For most, it remains simply a story. Yet within the flow of everyday life, for her, these strings of fate are ever present. To everyone else, it may be nothing more than a simple wish that every encounter has meaning, that nothing is left to chance. Ooh, look at these, look at the CG art on this. So again, this game does take place in, I believe, southern Japan. Definitely Japan. Humanity has always pursued control over the forces of nature that once threatened its survival, over the machines it built, striving to create intelligence greater than its own, yet bound to its command, and finally, over the very desires of itself. Writing the year 2042 means tracing that pursuit into human biology. What once seemed exceptional has evolved into a well-defined field of research. An increasing number of individuals display altered pathways of perception, processing emotion in ways that differ from the ordinary. I know that. I know what that's like. While the underlying cause isn't agreed upon, corporations, governments, and society have already moved one step further, striving to apply these traits across the bench, with proposals reaching as far as resolving large-scale conflicts. Research has found its epicenter in Red Haven, a city on Japan's southern coast, long established as a hub for technological innovation, surrounded by lush greenery and coastal air, a place considered as livable as it is advanced. Okay, here's my thing. I normally don't do a whole lot in the way of sci-fi, but something that I've always appreciated about sci-fi is how much it speaks on the human condition and different aspects of human nature, like this desire to control things or just control the natural progression of the world, or like other people's minds and emotions and things like that. So I've always appreciated what science fiction does with that idea compared to other genres. My slippers are so cute, and I have a cat. Already, this game has won. A cool breeze slips in through the cracked window, brushing against my arm. I groan, tugging the blanket higher until only my nose sticks out. Oh, I do that. Haha, I do that. Great. Fell asleep with the window open again. No wonder it feels like Antarctica in here. Still half asleep, I shuffle over to the window, push it shut, and crawl right back into bed. But finally, a quiet weekend. I stretch out one arm from my blanket cocoon, patting blindly across the nightstand for my phone. Catching the charging cable instead, I crawl along it with my fingertips until I manage to grab my target. Does the MC have an appearance? My best friend's name is Yuki. Valid. Coffee is better than sleep. Actually, no. I think they have equal value. But I will say, I wake up looking forward to my coffee. Or no. Sorry, I messed that up entirely. I wake up looking forward to going to sleep again, and I go to sleep looking forward to my morning coffee. So maybe it's just a matter of perspective of the time of day. Okay, let's read this message from, I guess this is my best friend Yuki. Morning, Miss University girl. Ugh, a few weeks in and you're already ghosting me? Tragic. I literally just woke up 2 minutes ago. I like the interface for this, like actually clicking on it and then clicking the send button. Must be nice, student life. All naps and excuses. Now chop chop, get up. What does this one say? You're just jealous of what? You're just jealous I don't have to pretend to smile at customers. It's crazy. Please, my smile pays rent. Anyway, at Meridian in 20. Make it 30. Listen, I needed a couple extra minutes to look fine and fresh and look my best. Make it 30. Still need to get ready. Fine, but that's your absolute limit. See you there. Hang on a second. Are these my settings? Is that me? Is that me? I just wanted to go into my settings real quick to change the volume on the music. That's my settings? Or that's me? That's how I look? Cute. Love a twin tail situation. Sure, we'll save. I let my phone drop onto the bed beside me and stare at the ceiling for a few seconds. With a sigh, I kick the covers off and drag myself toward the bathroom. Cold water and harsh light snap me into motion as I rush through my usual routine. Presentable enough. I grab my bag, slip my phone inside, and head downstairs. The faint smell of Mira's usual omelet breakfast drifting in from the kitchen. Wait, who's Mira? I thought I was Mira. Am I... Who am I? Do I have a name? What's my name? What's my story? Besides, you know, I can see the red threads of fate. Heading out! Meeting Yuki at the cafe! Okay, so my name is just in fact MC. Shoes on, jacket grabbed, I push open the front door and step into the crisp morning air. These CGs are really nice. I rub my hands together and breathe into them, a small cloud of steam blooming in the cold air. It's been a while since we've actually met up. Back in middle and high school, Yuki and I used to see each other almost every day. Now it's texts, calls, and the occasional caffeine reunion. The cafe sign comes into view just as the smell of beans hits the air. Yep, this is definitely the smell of Yuki dragging me out of bed. Ooh, this is a cute cafe! I would work here. I'd sit in that corner and write my little silly little stories. The bell above the door chimes as I step inside, a soft wave of warmth wrapping around me. Yuki's behind the counter, mid-order with a customer, her hair tied up in a loose bun that's somehow still perfectly in place.
All right, latte extra foam. Got it. Coming right up.
Oh my god, she's so cute! I love the jewelry, I love the hair, I love the nails. What do you guys think of Yuki? Her appearance. Yuki shoots me a suspicious side-eye the second she notices me, but finishes the order first. She hands the cup to the customer with an easy smile.
There you go. Don't be a stranger.
Once they leave, she unties her apron in one dramatic motion.
I'm taking my break.
I forgot that I don't have to read the character voice lines, just the narration. She hangs the apron on the hook and steps out from behind the counter, already zeroing in on me.
Well. Look who decided to show up. 3 minutes late, by the way.
My bad, big dog. Oh, she blinks. Interesting. I'm wondering, is this like shading of some kind? I also like how fluid the blinking is, because I feel like normally when I read a 2D visual novel, and I see the character sprites like this, it's usually just like one sprite open eyes, one sprite close eyes, and it just kind of varies the time in between them. But I like how fluid this is. This is very cool. Very cool. Okay. How is the volume for you guys as well? Can you hear everything okay? Or is it too soft? I don't know what cartoon food I'd want to eat. That's okay. You got some time to think about it. Nice to see you too, Yuki. She laughs light and bright and nudges me towards our usual spot by the window, close enough to the counter to still catch the life of the cafe. Is the pumpkin spice back already?
Mm-hmm. Came in last week.
Hell yeah. Listen, I am not immune to a pumpkin spice. Yuki lifts a hand toward the counter, catching her coworker's attention.
2 pumpkin spice, please.
Her coworker nods and gets to work. Yuki turns back to me, leaning in and settling her elbows on the table.
A whole month without seeing you feels like forever.
She pouts and props her chin in her hand, like she's trying to guilt trip me on purpose. I know, the start of uni's been a lot busier than I thought.
Busy? How? New friend group already? Secret party life every weekend?
I wish. Just then, her coworker returns and sets 2 pumpkin spice lattes down in front of us. The warm scent of cinnamon and coffee curls up into the air. But I did make a new acquaintance. Or, well, maybe more of an old one.
An old one? All right, start from the beginning. I'm all yours for the whole break.
I wrap my hands around the warm cup, letting the steam brush against my face as I search for the right place to start. In the end, it's easy. Everything began on my very first day at uni. Fascinating. What happened? I love a lecture hall, guys. I love the aesthetic of a lecture hall. I didn't get to be in very many of them because my class sizes were quite small, and I went to a college with a pretty small student body. But the few times that I did get to be in a lecture hall, chef's kiss. Okay, the sun falls in soft stripes through the large windows of the auditorium. Murmurs drift through the hall, broken now and then by the occasional thud of folding chairs. Red Haven University, one of the leading institutions for human innovation and cognitive research. Prestige here comes with ambition and relentless expectations. To some, it's a goal. To others, a stepping stone. The university's most renowned bachelor's program is the interdisciplinary field of applied neuroscience. Combining advanced science with the study of emerging emotional perception, it pushes research beyond observable behavior into the deeper workings of what we feel. Hey, do you know who's giving the opening talk today? I heard someone from Cinevis is here, or Cinevis? Seriously? On the first day? That's a big deal. They say the first day at university feels like a new beginning. For me, it feels more like a stroke of luck, shaped by invisible hands. I wouldn't be here without that scholarship. Oh, girl, me too. I know a merit scholarship hates to see me coming. Mira could have never afforded Redhaven, and neither could I. But then came the letter. No name, no explanation. Just a promise that my tuition was taken care of. Okay, Pip, great expectations, pop off. Thanks, mysterious patron of higher education. Now I'm here, surrounded by people who all look like they already know where they're headed. And me? I glance across the steep rows of seating. Some students are already deep in conversation, others are fidgeting with notebooks or scrolling through glowing phone screens. Though many wear the same nervous look, while a few seem lit up with excitement. On the first day, listen, I literally just had a whole story time about how on my very first day of orientation, I panicked and had to like sit in front of my old high school in my mom's car until I stopped panicking. So it's probably one of these last two for me. I think I'm the type of person who keeps to themselves on the first day or in a new place. And just kind of, I'm a silent observer, so I'd rather keep to myself for now. The thought hardly settles before a familiar voice cuts through the chatter around me.
Wait a sec. Is that?
Who? Choose your first name. I mean, I'll guess I'll use Omni. Why not? O-M-N-I. Why not? We'll pretend that's my real name. Omni. Oh, well, of course I'm gonna do Struck. My first name's just gonna be in all caps, and we're gonna be fine with it. No, I think I could do this. T-R-U-C-K. My name is Omni Elizabeth Struck, and I'll thank you to remember that. What's my nickname, guys? I'm trying to think of what y'all call me in terms of nicknames, but I think a lot of y'all just call me Omni, so. You can change this in the settings, so it's fine. Favorite streamer? We'll go with Omni for now.
It's really you. I can't believe I ran into you here.
Are you like my childhood friend? You're giving me Yusung Mystic Messenger vibes. Sota? You're studying here too? That is Kieran Reekin! Oh my god, that's why I recognize that voice! Oh my god, it's, oh, what is his name from Genshin? The detective guy from Genshin. The wind catalyst who punches you in the face with his book. What is his name? Hazel!
Applied neuroscience. Same as you, I'm guessing.
What a great way to remember him, by the way. He grins sheepishly, rubbing the back of his neck, a gesture I haven't seen in years. It's been, what, 8 years?
9, actually. Not that I was counting.
Oh my god, that is Hazel. Not my home, but I know my way around. He glances aside, running a hand through his honey blonde curls, still carrying that same effortless disarray I remember from years ago. He looks almost the same, maybe a little taller. Last time we talked, you were all about building gadgets to help people. Some rescue drone thing, a crowd safety app. You really did want to be a hero, huh? Sota shifts his weight, a faint smile tugging at his lips, almost embarrassed.
Well, you once said I was your hero. Figured I'd try to live up to that.
Aw, that's cute.
And hey,
I see it.
it's not too late to change the world. Bit of theory can't hurt. Even if it's just to be your hero again.
Hey, yo! So that's the route we're taking here. As he turns, there's a spark in his eyes, the kind that promises he means every word before that familiar smile breaks across his face like no time has passed at all.
But seriously, I'm really glad to see you.
Aww. A breeze drifts in through the open doors of the auditorium, stirring the air between the aisles. Dust motes swirl in the sunlight like slow sparks, catching the golden tones of early fall. You've hardly changed at all, Sota. Still wearing your heart out where everyone can see it.
You gotta stop calling me out like that.
Or I could keep doing that. He just got here, can he chill? Okay, but he blew in from 9 years ago, so like he's just stoking the flames. Rekindling, if you will. Footsteps echo off the floor as more students hurry in, conversations fading as they scan the room for seats. Sota's gaze shifts to 2 empty spots across the hall before he gestures toward them.
Looks like the session's about to start. You want to sit with me?
Of course I do. Look at him, little freckles! Well, I can hardly say no, can I?
I'll take that as a yes. Come on, let's go.
Aw, that was a cute delivery. As the lights dim, a hush ripples across the hall. Spotlights sweep across the stage, revealing the university banner against dark Alcantara backdrops. A man in his mid-40s steps into view. Sorry, guys, I have a very specific taste. Polished shoes clicking softly on the wooden floor as he approaches the podium. Welcome to Red Haven University, a place where scholarship, the pursuit of truth, and innovation stand at the very foundation of our education. Since you're here, it means you stand among the best, and with that comes responsibility for what you learn and for what you choose to do with it. The speaker's voice comes across with practiced ease, warm, grounded, and carrying just a hint of pride. Our subject area, applied neuroscience, touches aspects most can barely begin to grasp. Attachment and perception, patterns woven between people like threads. My gaze drops to my hand. A faint shimmer flickers for a moment, a red thread, barely visible, drawn toward the seat next to mine. What? Already? Already? What do you mean? We just sat down next to each other. What do you mean there's a red thread there? Some of you possess unique neural traits, what we call link types, that allow for extraordinary forms of emotional perception. In this field, such traits can be invaluable. But let me be clear, talent alone does not define success here. Dedication and curiosity will take you just as far. Now, what if the government sent me that letter and is paying for my entire education so that they can use my abilities for their nefarious purposes? Let me be clear. I can't believe Obama is the faculty head at Red Haven University. Link type. Hearing the word, my eyes flick to Sota. For a split second, he meets my gaze, brows lifting in brief acknowledgement before we both look back to the stage. I'm especially pleased to welcome not just students, but also partners. For many of you, this program will go beyond theory, and that's thanks, above all, to the Cinevis Research Institute. The audience shifts. A stir of curiosity and recognition fills the air. Allow me to introduce Mr. Takuma Shinonome, physician and senior research analyst at Cinevis. I keep going back and forth between the pronunciation. I think it's Cinevis, like synergy, like that sort of thing. A recent graduate of our university and co-developer of several study programs that will soon partially take place here on campus. Washed in the cold glow of stage lights, the announced figure steps into view, his white hair catching the light like spun glass. I'm gonna move my camera really quickly so you can see his face. Yeah, white hair, blue eyes, sweater vest. I know what you are. Takuma Shinonome? The guy from those articles about limbic data grids? Each step is taken with a reserved precision, his gaze lowered, letting the room exist only at the edge of his sight. He looks way younger than I expected. As he arrives at the podium, why are you making eye contact with me? I just got here. His gaze lifts almost absently. eyes blue as ice catching the sun, yet softened as if the world reached him only through a blur of water. For a second, it's all I see, the world around me fading behind a silent thread stretching from my fingertips to him. Okay, so I'm just gonna get threads with everybody that is possible to pursue a route for. You said he reminds you of Vin from Tears of Themis? I see it. Now that you say that, I see it. I think it's the appearance. Almost like the one to Sota, but kind of...
Thank you for the invitation.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you guys hearing what I'm hearing? Run that back! Run that back! Say something else! I'm curious! His voice draws me back from the thread I've been staring at.
The cooperation between Cinevis and Redhaven University opens doors for both sides.
God fucking... I am hearing what I think I'm hearing. I know what you are. I know what you are. Wait a minute, wait. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. The girls who get it. And the girls who don't, that's okay. But please say more things, maybe.
Opportunities for research and for those who take part.
Oh my god. No fucking way. Alright. For a moment, his tone holds steady, almost rehearsed. Then the rhythm breaks, his phrasing falling just out of place.
More on that soon. I look forward to working with you.
I can't do this. With a brief mechanical bow, he steps back into the shadows. No glance at the audience, slipping away like a deer avoiding the projector's beam. No fucking way. You're never really alone. Thank you, Mr. Shinonome. As always, concise and to the point. Looking around, I catch students whisper to one another and trade quick glances. Others stare at him as though they'd just seen a shooting star. I know you're doing this shit on purpose. Ain't no fucking way. With that, I officially welcome you to your first semester. The stage screen glows softly as a QR code fades into view. Please scan this to log into the campus network. I wish logging into Wi-Fi was that easy. Here, let me fix my camera real quick. There we go. I've played these games before. There, you'll find your schedules along with other course information. And remember, if you have any questions, your department assistants or Rocco... Rocco! I know Elmo hates to see the campus assistant coming. Your department assistants or Rocco, the campus AI assistant, are always there to help. Elmo, you know what to do. I wish you an inspiring beginning at Redhaven University. Oh, are there 5 interests because each of them is associated with one of my 5 fingers? Like I have a thread for each of them? That's interesting. As the applause fades, the room erupts in motion. Dozens of students rise at once, rushing for the exit at the back of the hall. Sota and I weave our way between them, slipping free of the crowded hall and into the open corridor. Now what?
Man, whew, that was something. I don't know about you, but I already feel like I'm behind before we even started.
There's 3 more that we still have to meet. Behind? You? You've got your own gift, don't forget.
A gift, sure. If I'm in a bad mood, everyone around syncs with me. Super practical, right?
Oh no, you influence other people's emotions with your own emotion. That's actually an interesting trait to have. Like not necessarily a superpower, but like a psychological effect. I mean, I think that's something that can happen in real life. Hence the term negative Nancy or Debbie Downer, if you will. But is there a positive equivalent of negative Nancy or Debbie Downer? There has to be. You make it sound like you're the all-consuming emotional drain. But hey, definitely interesting enough for research. I think there's an X-Men character with that power. Girl, there's a Steven Universe character with that power, and her name is Blue Diamond. Meanwhile, I'm the almighty spaghetti monster. Oh! Because of the fingers. Yo! Isn't that a real thing, though? The flying spaghetti monster? I feel like that exists. Well, except for the almighty part.
Oh, great. So I'm the drain, you're the spaghetti. I guess that makes our lives the boiling water, then?
Wow, what a team. We should pitch it as a webtoon. Wait, that's really funny, actually.
Call it the Divine Comedy of Pasta. Dante, but with carbs.
We both burst into laughter, drawing a few curious looks from students passing through the corridor. For a moment, the noise around us seems to fade into the background. So many years apart, and yet it feels like slipping right back into how it used to be. There's so much to catch up on. Maybe we could talk a little longer. It's not that late yet. Maybe we could talk a little longer. We haven't seen each other in forever. It'd be nice to talk a little longer.
Sure. Kinda hoped you'd say that.
Aw.
I know, it's pretty old school. But when I dropped off my enrollment papers in person, I saw some students heading upstairs. It looked like a quiet spot.
He gestures toward a narrow staircase at the end of the hall. Is that even...
Come on, since when did you care about rules that much? Really?
Listen, I'm a stickler for the rules. That's how I've been able to function as a human. But then other people break them, and it's fine. But when I break them, I'm the one that gets in trouble? Who allowed that? Before I can argue, he places his hands on my shoulders and gently steers me toward the staircase. Together, we head up the narrow steps and push through the heavy steel door. Oh, we got a rooftop scene? Even though we're in university? Those exist? The sun is already low, washing the sky in orange and rose tones.
See? Totally worth sneaking up here. Beats the crowded hall downstairs, right?
He's not wrong. I step up beside him at the wire mesh railing. From up here, the campus spreads out below us, the city skyline glowing faintly on the horizon. Guys, I have to say, I really like the CGs in this game. They're really well done. Like the perspective, the shading, the intention behind like every little bit of it. Whoever worked on the CG art, I hope you get a raise. I'll admit, it's a pretty great view. A light breeze moves between us, brushing through Sota's hair as he stands with his hands braced against the railing. Standing here with him feels unreal, like I blinked and the years apart had never happened. So, what brings you back to Redhaven? Shouldn't you be off building the next big tech empire or something?
Yeah, That's what my parents were hoping for.
Oh no, parental expectations. My one weakness.
The truth is, I never really wanted to leave in the first place. Not home, Santan,
Is that your dog?
nor you.
Oh? I actually made it on the list?
Obviously, somewhere between my dog and gaming console.
I knew there was a dog in this. He is very, like, I think he's dog-coded. In a good way. I mean that in a good way. Truly touching.
But yeah, my parents thought sending me to that fancy computer science school was the right move.
Clearly it
As
was
if
a...
they had anything left to teach me there anyway.
Oh no, he's a tech, he's like a he's a tech nerd and a genius, and he's got parental problems, and he's kind of a dog. Oh no. Ugh, you're as full of yourself as ever. Sota lifts his hand in mock defense.
Okay, it's not like that, alright? I just mean, it felt like such a waste of time. I already knew how to code, and then there are teachers spending hours explaining what a variable is and preaching about clean code.
Oh my god, he's actually trying to defend himself.
Yeah, sure, make it tidy, but maybe make it work first?
Oh, yeah. I get that. Don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Or done, I guess. Either one. Hearing him say that, I can't help but laugh. Relax. I was kidding. You don't have to justify your entire high school experience. He blinks and stares at me for a second, then laughs too.
Still, for the record, they really did waste my time.
Well, did they? Our laughter lingers for a moment before it fades into the breeze. The quiet that follows rests easily between us.
What about you? Back then, after everything, you've been okay since then?
The accident? Did I have an accident? Is there something that makes me... Am I Alex Mack? Am I Alex Mack with the secret life? That's not actually a secret life. Do you know what I mean? What happened to me? I take a moment to think, then sit down by one of the vents, resting my elbows on my knees. I guess so. It took a while, but Mira took good care of me. Did you lose your parents? Sota lowers himself beside me, quiet for a moment, as if waiting for me to continue talking. I still don't really know what happened back then, or how it all connects. Why my parents suddenly left like that. Oh, okay, so they didn't die, but they're definitely not here. But I'm sure they had their reasons, and Mira's been there ever since, so I can't really complain. I mean those words. Dwelling on the past never helped, so I stopped trying to piece it all together. There's no use crying over things you can't fix. Though I like to remember how Sota was always there for me.
I keep thinking, how I only made things harder for you.
His voice comes out low, a little hoarse, as if those words have been sitting in his throat for years.
You just started to feel okay again, and then I left too.
Oh, don't blame yourself, dude. It was like partly your parents' fault. We can blame them. As a family, before marriage. The last traces of daylight cast uneven shadows across his face, sharpening an unfamiliar tautness in his expression. I don't know what to say, so I don't. Instead, I reach for his hand the way I used to when words weren't enough. Aw! Is there like a little... Oh, there is a CG! Oh, that's cute! Premarital hand touching! At least I picked a good color for the nails. His fingers twitched beneath mine. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice his gaze shift toward me.
What are you?
I meet his gaze just as something in his expression changes. Huh?
Nothing. Just, never mind.
I used to do this all the time, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Aha, you have a crush on me now, don't you? And now you think it's weird because you caught feelings.
It's fine. I don't mind.
I could read you like a book, I say as if I'm not reading a visual novel where the whole point is for them to have crushes. I trace small shapes across his familiar palm with my fingertips. A sun, a star, a clumsy heart. His hand is way bigger than it used to be. I know what that means. The girls who get it, get it. I keep moving my hand slowly across his for a while, accompanied only by the faint hum of the city below. Time drifts without either of us noticing. The sky has turned deep blue when I check my phone, and the streetlights begin to flicker on, one after another. It's getting late. We should head back before they lock the door.
Yeah.
We don't have, like, key cards or nothing? Oh, never mind, getting locked onto the rooftop. I get it. Neither of us says much as we get up at an unhurried pace and head for the stairwell. The door thuds faintly as it shuts behind us, leaving the rooftop to the night. It's cute. I love a good little childhood friends moment. We make our way down and out of the building. Sota walks a little ahead, hands in his pockets, kicking at a stray leaf as we pass the bike racks.
So, you heading straight home?
No, I'm heading gay home. What's wrong with you?
I could walk with you, if you want.
Sure, if it's not too much trouble.
Trouble? Nah. I've walked way farther for worse reasons.
What does that mean? Dog? He shrugs and then starts walking. I close the small gap between us with a few quick steps. We leave the campus side by side, the cool evening air carrying a faint trace of sea salt from the coast.
So, you still living in the same place as before?
Yeah, not much has changed, honestly. Still at Mira's place. Mira's lived in Red Haven her whole life, in one of those narrow two-story homes tucked behind the university district. After my parents left, she took me in, and somehow it's still just the two of us. Same as always.
I guess she's still looking out for you as always, huh? I didn't get the chance to ask earlier, though.
What?
How'd you even end up here? I mean, Red Haven's not exactly cheap.
Are you calling me broke? He's calling me broke. What a jerk.
No, don't tell me you have a job.
Funny. No, I've got a scholarship, actually.
Wait, seriously? I should start treating you like some academic genius then.
I'm a weapon. I'm an academic weapon. And I'll thank you to acknowledge and remember that. Please don't. It's definitely not because of my grades. It says you. Me? I'm an academic weapon. Honestly, I have no clue who gave it to me. Or why. At first I thought it was a scam, but Mira called Red Haven to check and they confirmed it was legit.
Huh. Well, free uni is free uni.
There you go. That's all you have to
Still,
say.
Anonymous and all. That's kind of weird. But it couldn't be.
No. Absolutely not. Mira would have told me. She's honest to a fault.
You're right. I'm sorry.
It's fine. You're not the first to think of it. Even if it was them, it wouldn't matter. Tuition's paid anyway, so I might as well use it. Who is them? Is it the government? I told you. The government's paying for my college so that they can use me. I'm telling you. I'm calling it now.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
He glances at me and grins, then runs a hand through my hair in a quick, careless ruffle while stepping ahead to the roadside of the walkway, his gaze locking on one of the small front gardens ahead. Hey!
Look! A cosmos are already blooming.
Oh, that's my Animal Crossing flower. On my new island. A car passes by, the rush of air stirring the amber petals along the fence. They're beautiful. It's nice seeing how many flowers still bloom around here this time of year. Sota smiles faintly, watching the petals drift in the air. After a few minutes, we reach my place and stop in front of the small gate. In our front yard, a few camellia bushes wait for their turn to bloom. Thanks for walking me home.
No problem. Tell Mira I said hi, yeah?
Okay. Will do. See you tomorrow, Sota.
Sleep well.
He lingers for a second, then gives me a small wave and heads back down the street, his steps fading into the quiet. I push the gate open, the hinge creaking in its usual way, and head up the short path toward the porch light. Mira's gonna have a field day when she hears who walked me home. Yeah, I'll bet. I bet she's been waiting for the two of you to get together since like 7 years ago, maybe even 8. I wrap up the story somewhere between coffee going cold in my hands and Yuki's expression shifting from curious to downright amused. So, yeah, that was my first day at uni. No public embarrassment, no breakdowns. I call that a win.
That's debatable. I seem to recall a certain someone texting me at 7 a.m. about an existential crisis and a missing eyeliner.
First of all, it's called kahul. Second of all, existential crises are 24/7, baby. She's not wrong. The existential crisis was really just me tearing the room apart for my eyeliner, which, for the record, had rolled under the bed. Okay, fair, but still, it went way better than expected. I thought I'd have to charm my way through conversations with people who already wrote research papers in high school. Oops! But instead, it was just Sota. What do you mean, just Sota? After all he did for you? That's crazy work. Yuki eyes me over the rim of her cup, one brow lifting as she takes an unhurried sip.
Just Sota?
See? Yuki and me, we're on the same wavelength, dog.
The Sota who used to follow you around like a puppy, always carrying your bags and sneaking you snacks between classes?
Okay, so I was joking when I said he was puppy-coated. I didn't know they were actually gonna play into it and actually call him puppy-coated in the game. He's always been like that with everyone, okay? Helping people out for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Right. Pure altruism. Oh, you know, clearly into you.
Yuki, he's like family. That'd be weird.
Weird's never stopped anyone. Anyway, childhood friend energy aside, he's cute. If you don't want him, send him my way.
Girl, what do you know about girl code? Ha! Over my dead body. Yuki snickers into her drink, clearly satisfied with my reaction.
So, Mr. Sunshine is back. But what about that guy you mentioned the other day? The one from your seminar?
Oh, that guy. Oh, that guy. Ray? You'd probably like him. Super laid back, sometimes annoyingly so. Athletic, too. At the time, I didn't think much of it. Still, something about him was hard to ignore. Wait, I don't think I met this guy. Is this a new guy? I think this is new guy. Despite Sota and I picking different tracks, we agreed on taking the seminar together. Naturally, one of his course intros got slapped right on top of it, which leaves me here alone, bravely serving as our first week scout. SR 108. I scroll through my schedule again just to double check the room number. Should be right here. This guy looks like... Romance from K-pop Demon Hunters, what are you doing here? Oh my god, life has been rough after the dissolution of the Saja Boys. 3 girls have gathered near the door, hovering around one guy with the kind of interest people usually reserve for free goodies. Bro, that's crazy description. They're laughing at something he says, a bit too eagerly for my taste. Then one of them brushes his arm with her hand as they drift away. I know what you are. How pathetic! Yo! Now that the little crowd is dispersed, I'm about to head straight inside, if it weren't for that nagging feeling that I'm missing something right in front of me. Giving the guy by the door a second look, there's nothing. Not even the faintest shimmer, though I can't shake the sense there should be. I'm here to defy all odds. I'm here to defy fate. I narrow my eyes, focusing, and for the slightest moment, I swear a fragmented wisp of a thread flickers into view. I manifested it. I manifested romancing romance. The entire concept. I blink, and it's gone. What do you have to say for yourself?
Huh? Do I have something on my face?
This is simultaneously the voice I expected and not the voice I expected. Maybe, hold on. Let me not cast judgment or opinion from one sentence. Say something else, romance boy. I thought I saw something. Never mind.
Weird, huh? Should I be worried?
Oh no. You can't talk with that inflection because I'll fall in love with you! Don't piss me off. No, it was nothing, really. Probably just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Happens. The first week's always a sensory overload.
Every day is a sensory overload for me, big dog. Have you ever heard of being neurodivergent? Hi, I'm Omni Elizabeth Struck, and I'll be your freestyle dance teacher. He pulls the door open and gestures me through, a little smirk tugging at his mouth. Don't do that, because now I'm gonna like you! Don't do that! Don't piss me off! That might have sounded weird. Thanks? You say, have you ever heard of autism? Boy, howdy have I. Ask me how many times I've taken the RADSAR test. 4. Ask me how many times I've scored over 130, which is the average score among autistic people. 4! I step inside before he can add anything else, then stall, confronted with the agony of choosing a seat. Am I gonna sit next to this guy too? Oh no. Too far up front feels exposed. Too far back feels like hiding.
Not heading straight for the back row, huh?
Sit next to the window like the anime protagonist you are.
Bold choice for a first-timer.
What are you saying? He tilts his head slightly, watching me decide. I figured I'd pick a normal seat. Neutral ground. Nothing strategic about it.
Sure.
I start toward one of the middle rows anyway, pretending not to hear the grin in his voice.
Oh, whoa, hey. Listen.
What? What? Stop looking at me! He slides into the row just ahead of me, glancing back over his shoulder. Don't fucking do that.
You've got the look of someone who actually plans to pay attention. So, if you're serious about passing the seminar, sitting near me isn't a bad start.
Why? How many times have you failed this class? Or are you secretly the TA and you don't want me to know you're the TA? Confident, aren't you? We'll see about that. Please don't put this man in the Kaya to Aventurine to Raphael to Wuyong to Waka Okami pipeline. please, I can't do this again. After a brief hesitation, the seat beside him ends up winning out. I drop my bag beside the chair and glance around the room while my new acquaintance scrolls through his phone, some video playing at a noticeably high volume. Immediately, I got the ick. Just kidding. I take that back. Immediately, I got the ick. Put in some fucking headphones. What's wrong with you? Deep breath. This will work out somehow. I'm just about to comment when the door swings open and the supposed tutor walks in. A man in his early 30s. Oh, you're just my type. Plain shirt, sleeves rolled to the elbow. I feel like a Victorian looking at an ankle. Tablet under one arm and a cup in the other. His expression says he's done this 100 times before. I am manifesting a thread from this finger right now. I'm marrying that tutor. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what the game developers have planned. I'm marrying that 30-year-old Victorian four-armed tutor right now. All right, let's get this over with. Welcome to Perceptual Analysis and Interpretation. I'm Isu Akitsu. You can call me Mr. Akitsu, or if you're lazy, just Isu. Either works. He sets the tablet down on the desk, taps through a few pages, then looks up again. I assume everyone managed to register through the portal? If not, tough luck. The seminar's full. Let's do a quick attendance check in case someone still can't read room numbers properly. Oh no! A few names will be missing. It seems the systems modding crowd got double booked again. Apparently, some things never change, no matter how advanced tech gets. That's so real, though. Stop double booking classes and rooms. What's wrong with that? A few laughs ripple through the room, though most just sound tired enough to relate. All right. He goes through the list one by one, each name followed by a murmur somewhere in the room. Rei Minazuki?
Present.
Dude, keep it down. I'm sitting right next to you. I see. Oh my god, wait, he actually has failed this class multiple times. I was joking when I said that, but I know what you are. I see. Back for round 3, then. Let's aim to make it past week 6 this time.
No promises.
Round 3? What exactly did I just get myself into? I glance at him, and he merely shrugs, completely unbothered, as if 2 failed attempts were nothing more than a mild inconvenience. Now, are you secretly smart, but just lazy about it? Or are you stacked and you can't bother with this because you can just pay to take the class again, like it ain't no thing?
Don't worry. I'm actually planning to pass this time. 3rd time's the charm, right?
Stop whispering in my ear like that. I'm pissed off. You gave me the ick with your phone. You may have given me the ick with failing this class twice and not being concerned about it. Have some urgency in your life. Right. Before I can come up with anything smarter, my name's being called. Omni-struck! That's me here. Ray's gaze flicks sideways, a faint smirk playing on his lips, like he just confirmed something he already guessed. Are you stalking me? What do you know about me? Are you with the government? Good. For those new here, this seminar is graded on weekly progress checks, 1 final paper, and a presentation at the end of the term. Since half the campus decided to sign up this semester, we'll be working in groups of 5. You'll need to register your group in the online portal by next week. Anyone who doesn't will get randomly assigned. And trust me, you don't want that. Oh, I've been a victim of random assignment. It sucks. As Mr. Akitsu goes on outlining the course requirements, Ray leans a little closer, lowering his voice.
So, What'd you score on the entrance test?
What do you care? You failed this class twice, and I'm here on a scholarship that wasn't even based on my brain, apparently. Shouldn't I be the one asking that?
You first.
45. His eyebrows lift a fraction.
Out of 100?
Do you think that's good or bad? Not that I care. Obviously, but before you say anything, it's not that bad. I might not have the top score, but I'm not stupid.
Huh? Didn't say you were.
I don't know, you're kind of looking at me like you
Just
are.
means we'll have to count on the other lucky fellows to carry us through.
No, I actually plan to put in... You know how group work is meant to be, like, first of all, it's top 10 anime betrayals. Second of all, it lays the groundwork for most of your professional life. I could never be the person relying on other people to get the work done in a group project. I'm the person who puts together the group chat and then gets mad at everybody for not submitting their shit on time. And then we're all sat the night before the project is due, and I'm the one who has to compile everything. Mind you, this was before Google Docs existed, so I had to do this in Microsoft Word, where if you look at an image funny, it changes the text formatting so that it's 97 pages long instead of 6. Don't piss me off with this behavior. You haven't told me your score yet.
Didn't take the test.
What do you mean you didn't take the test? I knew this guy was stacked. He has money. You what?
Yeah, shocking.
No, you gotta say it like the SpongeBob. Yeah, what? Why? Why didn't you take the test? That's not how entrance exams usually work.
Let's just say I had a different entry route. Perks of good timing or good connections. Take your pick.
I don't trust you. I can't tell if he's joking or dead serious, and honestly, I'm not sure I even want to know. Better to just move on. Well, at least we'll have some backup. My friend Sota's in the informatics track. He'll be part of our group too.
Friend, huh? Lucky him. He can handle the thinking while we look busy then.
Who the fuck is we? I do not want to be threaded into this. No pun intended. This is not how I roll. My name is Sarah Lee, and I know how to roll, and it's not like this. You mean while you look busy? That's what I said.
Ah, you're getting it.
I'm excommunicating him from the group project. This man is a hazard to my health. He's just mocking me, right? Right? For a moment, he actually looks like he's listening to Mr. Akitsu, until his foot starts bouncing, restless in a way that makes it painfully obvious he'd rather be anywhere else.
Man, this is already dragging.
I glance at him, not sure I heard that right, but he's already stretching his arms like he's clocking out of a gym session.
Well, it was nice meeting you, partner. I'll go hit the mats for a bit. Staying put this long feels like torture.
Get out of my face. Third time's the charm and you already want to leave like 10 minutes into the first day? Excommunicate him from this class. Forget the group project. Just get him out of here. Is he for real? Should I stop him? Too late. He's already on his feet, bag slung over one shoulder, entirely unfazed about ditching class 10 minutes in. I was joking about it being 10 minutes. It was literally 10 minutes.
You can fill me in later, right?
I absolutely will not. You don't have my number, and I'd like to keep it that way.
See you around.
No, you won't. He gives my shoulder a light pat on the way out. I am plucking his hand from my shoulder with a lace glove. Matter of fact, make it a latex glove, like one of them doctor gloves. Tossing the he gives my shoulder a light pat on the way out, tossing the tutor a lazy two-finger salute as he passes. Mr. Akitsu, meanwhile, only sighs, shaking his head before he looks at me with equal parts pity and apology. So, Here's my thing. I don't think he wanted us to sit next to him because he's taken this class twice already and he maybe knows the answers to some of the assignments and is trying to get us to rely on him for it. I think he wanted us to sit next to him so that he can mooch off of my work. But then that doesn't even really matter because he leaves class 10 minutes in anyway. I feel like this is one of those things where we're casting a snap judgment and then it turns out that he has like a really tragic backstory or whatever, or he has a legitimate reason why he actually leaves class and that will endear us to him. But for right now, I don't know. I don't know. Yuki barely lets me finish before she laughs outright.
Okay, I get it. In your mind, he's a total douchebag.
I feel like in the collective mind, he's a total douchebag.
But that actually sounds more like anime protagonist to me.
No, he's not even sitting near the window. She wiggles her eyebrows in a way that makes it physically impossible not to roll my eyes. You have a very active imagination. He's just some guy who's at Redhaven because his parents are loaded or something. Zero ambition, zero effort, just hanging around because it's convenient.
Sure. And yet, women seem to like him, so something's working for him.
Who's women? Women?
Except for you, that is.
I open my mouth to protest, but she's already looking way too pleased with herself.
All right. What does he look like?
She taps her fingers against her cup, very clearly waiting for details. She's gonna know him from somewhere, huh? He's athletic, brown hair, wolf cut, green eyes. She's not wrong. He looks like he walked out of an anime where he's clearly the lead. What anime are you watching? Does martial arts? Apparently. Now that I'm thinking about it, he kind of looks like he walked straight out of that old Titan anime Mirror made us watch. Bro does not look like Eren Yeager.
There it is. He's so hot.
No, he's not. Who? Ray or the MC? She nearly chokes on her coffee.
But wait. You're utterly annoyed by that man, yet you remember his eye color and sport? What's going on there?
Everything I know about this man is against my will. Like many topics in life, just because I know intricate details about them does not mean I have any sort of investment of them. That's just the nature of algorithms and a Pepperidge Farm memory. You do realize I have to work with him in this seminar, right? It's not like I can just not notice who I'm dealing with.
Wow. Should I call HR? Or are you handling this investigation on your own?
Should I call HR? Is crazy. Oh my god. Okay, listen. I might have seen him again after. Wait, girl, don't do this. I hope it wasn't on purpose. Yuki pauses mid-sip. She smells drama like a shark smells blood.
Oh, go on.
No! On my way home, I pass the terrace of the martial arts building. You know, the one with the tatami mats facing the courtyard. He was training there. Yuki leans forward an inch. She's locked in. He called me over. Showed me something. Nothing crazy, just a little stance. Keep your hands off of me or I'll throat chop you. Yuki's grin grows by the second, like she's already writing a fan fiction in her head.
So, he called you over just to teach you a stance. Let me guess. He had to correct you. Hands on, right?
Yuki! She's spot on. Girl, stand up.
I'm just stating the
Stand
facts you
up!
conveniently left out. But honestly, that martial arts part has to be the wildest thing you're telling me today.
Which martial art, though? There's like a bunch of them. If only. The week after that was even more interesting. In any case, Ray wasn't the most stressful part. Are you sure about that?
What does that mean?
I honestly don't even know where to start. His eyes widen, hands already gripping her cup like she's bracing for impact. The lecture, I guess? What do you mean? Okay. The alarm had already gone off 3 times before I finally opened my eyes. A glance at the clock makes my stomach drop. Oh shit, it's already this late? I scramble to get ready, throwing on the same outfit from yesterday and shove my tablet into my bag. Somebody's gonna make fun of you for that. I feel it. I'm late! No breakfast for me, Mira! Her usual "take care" trails after me as I rush out the door. Are you about to run into somebody and then collapse, and then it ends up being one of the other guys, and you see the thread? Breathless from running through the streets all the way to campus, I finally reach the auditorium. Oh, okay. I hope Socha saved me a spot. Otherwise, this is gonna be awkward. I slip inside as quietly as I can, and I scan the rows until I spot him in the middle section, waving subtly with an open seat beside him. Squeezing past a line of students already settled in, muttering apologies under my breath, I finally reach the spot.
Your hair is a total mess. What'd you do? Did you sleepwalk all the way here?
How would you know? Haha, very funny. Thanks for the seat, though. I settle in at last, letting my gaze drift toward the front of the room. The man at the podium stands with effortless composure. Broad-shouldered, dressed in a dark 3-piece suit, his very stillness commands attention. He has been speaking on the frontiers of research and enterprise, where emotional perception collides with business and ethics. He is Liev Kazuma, CEO of Nexacorp. What began as a small tech startup with Synavis, oh, I remember because the other guy said how to say it, Synavis support, rose within only a few years to rival the country's most influential cybersecurity companies. At the same time, he serves as a junior professor at Redhaven University, his name whispered from academic halls to corporate boardrooms.
For although the act condemns the doer, the end may justify him. Niccolo Machiavelli.
It's him. The gringo. What the fuck? Why do they keep doing this to me? Why do they keep doing this to me? Specifically. And he's quoting the prince? Machiavelli himself? I know what you are too. I know. The 9th letter of the alphabet knows.
A principle that has endured for centuries.
Shut the fuck up! We're never really free.
The idea is deceptively simple. The outcome is said to cleanse the act, necessity alone redeeming what would otherwise be condemned.
I hate it here. Yo!
It is a tempting notion, one that shifts the burden from the act itself to the promise of what follows.
The auditorium holds steady. The faint glow of scattered tablet screens reflects across attentive faces, their users motionless, as if pinned in place by the weight of his cadence.
But what greater injustice is there than the one that parades as justice? A result cannot sanctify a path that corrodes its own foundation. When the means are poisoned, the end is already compromised.
You tell him, Salsa Man. I rub the last traces of sleep from my eyes and take him in. His demeanor, his voice, the argument pressing forward with such exact control. And a thread, deep red, steady, almost unmoving, unlike the gentle sway they usually carry. It doesn't make sense. Threads like this mean history, shared ground, something built. But I don't know this man. I've never met him before. Oh, girl, haven't you?
History offers us more than examples of progress bought at untenable cost. It shows us how quickly necessity becomes a pretext, how easily ambition dresses itself in the language of the greater good.
I'm sure we're all very excited for this game to come out for no specific reason. I couldn't tell you why.
The most dangerous lies are never spoken outright. They are told through results presented as proof that the path was justified.
A quiet lingers. It's as if the topic has knocked the wind out of the room.
Now, bring this closer to our field. Emotional abilities can sway perception. Research can normalize manipulation. Enterprises born in the name of innovation can scale into systems whose consequences eventually outgrow the moral comfort of any one individual.
I'm gonna be so real with you guys. I have no idea what he just said. I was just listening to that voice. I'm sorry, guys. I need to go back and actually comprehend what was being said. I mean, I got up to about here. I was paying attention up until now, but then I looked at the length of this sentence and I was like, oh God, how is he going to pull this off? You said, enterprises born in the name of innovation can scale into systems whose consequences eventually outgrow the moral okay, I'm picking up, I'm flushing what he's shitting. It's fine.
Each of these begins with a claim of benefit, each of them framed as a service to society. So, let me ask you this. Which view should guide us? Should ethics be absolute, or should they bend under the prominence of ambition?
What a good question. Do you have office hours, dog? His eyes travel across the rows, detached yet deliberate, until they halt. On me?
The young lady with red flower in her hair, a few rows from center. Would you share your...
Please don't no! Please don't cold call me! I'm really bad at this. I just wanted to take notes. I just wanted to sit there and take notes in my notebook with my handwriting so I can actually process what's being said. Don't call on me to share my thoughts. My head is empty. There aren't any in there. If we bend the rules once, where does it stop? Absolutes don't always fit reality. It feels impossible. I feel like it's somewhere, for me, it's somewhere in the middle. I feel like this is the difference between being like, what's the moral alignment chart in D&D? Like, there's morally good, what is it? Neutral good and what? I'm a failure of a person. I can't remember the moral alignments. Give me 1 second. Neutral good and lawful good. That's what it is. I feel like for me, this answer makes the most sense because yes, we can set like ideals and general rules for everything in terms of ethics. And at the same time, we have to be aware that there are going to be fringe cases or exceptions to those rules. Like, I think when you make a rule, you have to be cognizant of the fact that there is going to be some exception that you hadn't really considered. And it's not necessarily making concessions for that, nor does it set off a chain reaction of you making all sorts of other concessions. It feels like a case-by-case basis with a general trend of what ought to be done for the good of like a person or a group or a society. So my sense is absolutes don't always fit reality. Sometimes you have to weigh outcomes. One life can save many. Did he just trolley problem me?
Yet every compromise sets a precedent.
He trolley problemed
Who
me.
decides where the line is drawn.
Exactly. You get it. Of course. Out of everyone here, he had to call on the girl who slipped in late looking barely awake. Or did he notice something too? Nah, I'm just tripping. Probably not so awake after all.
Ends and means are never separate. To believe otherwise is the beginning of corruption. Principles that bend to any convenience are not principles at all. They are excuses, masked as virtue.
Damn. Crazy work. I'm trying to actually absorb what he's saying because this is such a fascinating topic for me. Is this fascinating? What do you guys think about this sort of discussion?
For you, this will not only be theory. In research, in enterprise, even in your own handling of link types, where you stand will matter.
Thanks, King.
That is all for today.
Can we give it up for the salsa man? I don't know about you guys, but I like this guy. Gee, I wonder what could possibly endear you to this man. Applause follows at once, formal and steady, rising to fill the hall. Liev Kazuma steps away from the podium, movements efficient, already drawing a phone from his pocket. By the time he leaves the stage, his voice is low into the receiver.
If he'd called on me, I'd have been a total mess.
You? You'd just laugh it off.
No way! I'd still be shaking. I actually am, just at the thought of it.
I think we still have one more guy to meet, right? The heaviness of the lecture hangs in the air, but Sota's laugh makes it feel lighter, like a window cracked open after too long inside. I gather my things as the crowd breaks apart. The rest of the day pulls us from one lecture to the next. By the time Sota and I step out of our last class, my shoulders ache. It's been a long day. Finally, that was the last one. We stop by a vending machine on the way out. Sota taps a button, and 2 lemon sodas rattle into the tray.
Here you go.
There we go.
It's still your favorite, right?
He remembered. I used to drink this all the time. Oh, grip it and rip it! He cracks his can open with a hiss of carbonation, taking a long sip before looking at his phone.
Oh, shoot. Coding project team's meeting's up already. I totally forgot the time. I'll have to go. Sorry. Normally I'd walk you home. You know.
Please don't let that other man walk me home if he's still even on campus. No worries. I need to stop by the admin terminal anyway to finish my ID registration. I'm sorry. What do you mean, finish my registration? Shouldn't I have done that before the first day of the semester? He hesitates a moment longer, as if wanting to argue, then lets out another little laugh and waves it off.
All right. Just don't vanish on me. Text me when you're home safe, yeah?
Okay. With that, he slips into the flow of students heading out. His honey blonde hair disappears into the crowd, leaving me with the quiet hum of evening settling over campus. Well, at least he bought me a little sody pop. I can't be mad about that. Oh, why is it dark? I don't like that. And it's almost Halloween. After I finish registering my ID at the administration terminal, Most students have already left. The main hallway lights are shut off. The corridor glows faintly under the emergency lighting along the walls, each pool of brightness leaving long shadows between. My footsteps carry through the empty corridor, sharp against the silence as I make my way toward the exit. I don't like this, Mr. Krabs. Oh, this segment plays automatically. Sit back and enjoy. From the side, an arm extends out the window. Can I go back and look at this? I can! I can! Here we are. Hold on. Wait! Mr. Salsa Man, why are you here? Professor Cosmo?
You signed their agreement.
What? You know that the government came for
You
me.
know what you agreed to.
He knows that the government is paying for my tuition. I don't quite understand. I take a small step back, but his presence follows. His left arm shifts, palm pressing flat against the wall beside me, the dull thud carrying through the empty hall. I beg your pardon? Heat crowds in as the space between us shrinks and my back meets the cold wall. My breath hitches, shallow against the silence.
I thought you'd be more careful. Smarter than letting Cinevis get their hands on you so easily.
Why are you talking only in my right ear? I knew the government was the back of all this. His sleeve brushes my arm.
I have no idea what you've stepped into.
I told you the government was behind this. For a heartbeat, the thread between us pulses, jagged where it should be steady. Now why is there a CG in all of this? Why are you so close to— Oh no, the Victorian forearm again. Standing bent over, gaze lowered past me, his strained breath grazes my temple. And he's got dimples too? I knew you were involved. I can't help but stand frozen, my eyes fixed on— Fix on! The time is now! His look raw, almost pleading. Minky, what are you doing here? But then he pulls back at once. What do you know? What do you know? He smooths his jacket with a precise tug, composure snapping back into place. I exhale without meaning to, only then realizing I'd been holding my breath.
Forgive the manner of my approach. That was inappropriate.
Yeah, I sure think it was, dog. Hold on, I need to go back and read some of that script, because some of it was, it progressed before I could read through it. Okay, this is the such stuff. Let me see. I freeze, my shoulder nearly colliding with the handbar. Wait. Okay, my footsteps carry through the empty corridor. Sharp against the silence as I make my way toward the exit. From the side, an arm extends out of a recessed doorway, cutting across my path. I freeze. Did he almost clothesline me, dog? I freeze, my shoulder nearly colliding with the hand barring my way. Following the line of the sleeve upward, I instinctively lift my gaze, caught by the same gray eyes that questioned me this morning. Okay, we are all caught up. Yeah, it sure was inappropriate, dog. Doing all that as a guest lecturer, why were your eyes red there for a second? He slips a card from his jacket and holds it out. I take it without thinking, fingers closing around the card before my mind catches up. He's part of the government that's experimenting on me.
In case anything unusual occurs during your involvement with Cinevis, do not hesitate to contact me.
You got it, Salsa Man.
Good evening, miss.
Sorry. Wait! By the time the words leave me, he's already striding toward the exit. His long steps carry him several meters away before I can even think to move. I can't let this end here! You can't come into my space and then walk off without consequence! I'll fuck you up! Before I even realize it, my legs are already moving, chasing him down the corridor and out through the glass doors. What do you have to say for yourself? The cool night air rushes against my face as I hurry outside and call after him. Sota's probably going to be waiting 4 hours for that damn I got home text. And he's going to be like, "Where were you? I'm sorry. I was chasing a pinstriped man." I said wait. You can't just act like that and then walk away. He slows down his pace. Not enough to look caught off guard, but sufficient for me to close the distance.
Go home. You don't need to involve yourself further.
Then why did you tell me all of that stuff in the first place? Yeah, sure. What exactly am I not supposed to involve myself in?
You're a stubborn one.
I sure am! Look at my chart! Doesn't seem like I'm just one to you, though. The corner of his mouth lifts, the shift small but unmistakable. For the first time, he looks almost amused. Undeniably so. His head turns at last, eyes cutting to me while we follow the path off campus.
If you're actually as smart as you think you are, you'll stay out of Senevis matters and do exactly as I told you.
But, like, aren't I involved anyway? I swear they're paying my tuition. I swear they're at the back of all of this.
Contact me only if something unusual happens. Nothing more.
Mr. Kazuma, there is in fact something that seems off, and that's you!
Professor, at the very least.
My bad, big dog. My bad, big dog. I could be corrected on that. I don't mind. We reach the faculty lot, a reserved space marked with his nameplate. A black sedan waits there, too refined to blend with the rows around it. Well, it could be worse. He could drive a Cybertruck.
Stay focused on your studies. Don't meddle in things beyond your reach, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Now, excuse me.
You're excused. And don't call me brah. Without pause, he unlocks the car and steps inside. The door shuts with a soft thud, leaving me standing in the wash of streetlights. Now, why would you do all that and involve me just to tell me not to get involved? Like, also, how long is this girl's break? Yuki, what the hell?
Get this straight. You sneak into a lecture late, get called out by the professor, and then he corners you in a hallway?
Also, hi, Goldsberry. Welcome in. You make it sound worse than it was. Girl,
Worse?
that's
Babe,
bad.
that's literally something out of a true crime podcast. Or an otome game.
I love how meta that just got.
Don't tell me he left you with some cryptic calling card.
What is he, Joker Persona 5? Define cryptic. Yuki stares at me for a second, then breaks into a laugh loud enough to draw a glance from the next table.
You're kidding! I swear, if this man doesn't secretly run a shadow organization, I'll eat my apron.
Yeah, I wonder about that. He's a professor, not a supervillain.
Same thing, different PR strategy. Though, I'm not sure he quite got that. Alright, come on. What's his name? Spill.
I thought I said his name. Lev Kazuma. He's apparently the youngest professor at Redhaven, and...
Leave Kazuma? As in double espresso, no small talk, leave Kazuma?
He does... Okay, see, here's my thing. I thought he was the type of person to, like... He seems like the type who gets a double espresso, no small talk, but he actually gets like an extremely sugary latte, but then asks them to call it out as a double espresso. You know what I mean? He seems like the type. What?
He's one of our regulars. Doesn't even order himself. Someone from the office calls ahead. Always takes the same seat in the back. If someone's already there, we're supposed to, you know, rearrange the situation. Tall, rich, kind of intimidating. You know what? I take back the true crime bit. We are officially back in Otome territory.
Yes, girl, break that fourth wall. I can't help but laugh. The image fits almost too well. Yuki leans in over the table, her eyes gleaming with
I
mischief.
mean, who could blame him if he got a little distracted? You're kind of unfairly cute when you panic.
That's my teacher! Yeah, right. I'm sure that's what he was thinking while interrogating me.
Hey, I'm just saying. Youngest professor on the campus, CEO, jawline sharp enough to cut glass? Girl, I've seen people fall for less.
I laugh and shake my head, fingers curling around the nearly empty cup. The last few drops slide across the bottom as I tilt it absently from side to side. You are the youngest professor ever! He's only 15 minutes old.
Oh, God. Don't tell me you're actually into him.
I
mean,
never
look,
said
I don't
that.
know how to break it to you, but
What? No, nothing like that. It's just what he said wasn't exactly flirt material. And it's not the only weird hallway encounter I've had lately. That night in the hallway didn't feel coincidental. Girl, what'd that mean? And 2 days later, I found out just how right that feeling was. What'd that mean? Now what is Cinevis doing here? I step out of Dr. Oh, that's the guy! Dr. Shinonome, that was the white-haired guy from earlier. I step out of Dr. Shinonome's office into the corridor. Night has settled outside, making the overhead lights feel even brighter. The reception desk down the hall already left empty. Half lost in my thoughts, I only become aware of someone approaching from the opposite direction when they're almost upon me. Is it white?
Yes.
Oh. Hi. Sorry. What am I bothering you, King? My full name? He comes to a smooth stop in front of me, tall enough that I have to lift my head back a little more than feels natural, and extends my hand in a courteous gesture, his palms slightly upturned. His dark hair is drawn back neatly, catching the overhead light with a lustrous sheen, like silk threads pulled taut.
Aziel Viri.
Where you from? I like your accent. Where you from?
You could say I oversee this branch of Cinevis.
You sound familiar too, but I can't quite place you. It is Kinich! God damn, bro! This branch? I return the gesture, placing my hand in his. Okay, this is another automatic part. He keeps my gaze as his other hand closes deliberately over mine, his eyes a deep worn brown at first glance, threaded beneath with an incandescent red that flares briefly when his lashes dip. It's a pleasure.
I make it a point to personally welcome our more interesting participants.
What does that mean? What'd that mean? Interesting? Oh, I see.
Dr. Shinonome speaks very fondly of you, though the data speaks for itself.
Okay.
A link type like yours is not something one encounters often.
Ooh, his voice is crispy.
It would be wasteful not to give it the attention it deserves.
Hello? He keeps my hand enclosed as he speaks, long enough for the moment to stretch past what feels necessary. You can let go now. I suppose I should feel flattered. This is getting a little... The thought slips away mid-formation as the hallway gradually seems to lose its depth. Uh-oh. The lights flare all at once, sharp enough that I have to narrow my eyes, a faint sting blooming behind them.
I hope the sessions haven't been too overwhelming.
The transition into a controlled research environment can be a lot for a first-year student.
Hello? When did I sign up for this? Somewhere between our hands, a familiar tension stirs. The red thread between us tightens into awareness, faint at first, then trembling, its glow pulsing softly as if drawn into breath. My fingers curl without thinking, tightening around his. His thumb shifts slightly against my knuckles in response, the contact grounding me, even as my own breath and heartbeat grow increasingly loud in my ears. Uh-oh.
Are you feeling unwell?
The sensation settles into something warm and steady, spreading quietly through my chest. With it, whatever tension had risen moments ago ebbs, leaving behind a calm that feels almost reassuring. No. I'm all right. I think I didn't drink enough today. His hand finally withdraws, smooth and unhurried. The absence leaves behind a faint echo of warmth.
Then you should be more mindful of that. Regardless, I look forward to working with you. I'm sure you'll find your time here quite rewarding.
Somewhere down the corridor, an office door opens. Dr. Shinonome stands half in the doorway, his gaze lowered slightly, hands still at his sides, as if unsure whether to move at all. I think after all that, this guy is very trustworthy. No, for real, because I feel like I was reading through that just to make sure that I didn't lose any of it, because it auto-progressed on me. But whatever happened there, that was a lot, dog. I'm just trying to read through to make sure that I got everything. Okay. I think I'm getting it. Basically, he's like a little too keen on my specific type of power. My gaze just, the time is now. Fix on. My gaze is fixed on, is it Aziel? I can't remember how he said his name.
There you are.
Oh, oops. My gaze is fixed on Aziel's hand, though, the warmth still slow to fade. Oh, you're the opposite, then. The temperature is not what I thought. I thought his hand would be very cold.
I was just explaining how exceptionally rare we both consider her link type to be.
This is somebody's Eiffel Tower, and I'm not afraid to say it. The praise settles somewhere warm in my chest, soothing in a way I wouldn't expect it to feel. Takuma lifts his head just enough to acknowledge us.
But I won't keep you occupied any longer.
Do I get to talk to him again? He was cool, and I only heard him talk like twice. He steps aside, clearing the hallway with effortless courtesy. The hallway that opens up before me now appears even colder, like a place I'm reluctant to step into. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
You as well. Good afternoon, miss.
I walk past him toward the exit, my thoughts trailing behind me as the doors slide open. Only once I'm outside does a vague sense of dissonance resurface. Wasn't that strange? The feeling fades before I can pin it down. Well, that was bizarre.
Okay.
No, real. I'm the same way. Like, how else am I supposed to respond to that? Thank you for contributing to the bonus stream challenge. I really appreciate it.
No, that's not funny.
What?
I'm serious. Something about that doesn't sit right with me.
Wow. Harsh. Are you impersonating Professor Kazuma now? Yuki doesn't smile. Not even a little. He was just being attentive, I guess. And I probably just stood up too fast or something.
Maybe, but I wouldn't want to be alone with him.
Girl, me neither. I'm right unsettled. You're really not joking, are you?
No, I'm not.
She studies my face for a moment longer than usual.
Also, drink some water. Seriously, you look spaced out.
I was drinking enough.
And that day too? Did you eat?
I mean, yeah, I think so. It was just a long day.
Did anyone offer you anything there?
Girl, this is not the underworld. I know better than to eat the pomegranate seeds anyway. Yuki, you don't have to educate me about stranger danger.
I'm not. I just want to make sure. Gotta be careful, especially in places like this.
Even if her concern feels a little much, I know she's just looking out for me. No, I wasn't offered anything. I was only at Dr. Shinonome's office before that. That's it.
Fine, but still, next time something like that happens, call me.
Now you really do sound like Kazuma. She huffs out a quiet breath, shaking her head.
So, this Dr. Shinonome you mentioned, is he just as sketchy?
God, no. If anything, he's a little awkward in an endearing way. We get to talk more? Because we only saw him in that one little bit in the lecture, but now we get to have a full conversation with him? Period. Let me know, guys, which love interest has seemed the most intriguing to you so far. The walk from campus to the Cinevis Research Center takes barely 3 minutes. Pretty convenient, considering I can slip over right after my lectures. The lobby is bright and modern, all white stone and clean lines. As I walk in, a receptionist behind the sleek marble front desk greets me amiably. Good afternoon, miss. Welcome to the Cinevis Research Institute. Do you have an appointment? Yes, under Omnistruck, for the link type study? One moment. She scrolls through the monitor in front of her, then gives a small nod. Ah, here you are. You're scheduled in room C12 today. Oh, isn't that usually with Dr. Shinonome? She glances up, seeming mildly surprised. Is that important? Do you need Dr. Shinonome specifically? No, just asking. It's fine. Then C12 is correct. You can head down the hall and take the elevator to the 3rd floor. I'm halfway to the elevator when someone turns the corner. White coat, white hair, and his thin, hollow tablet tucked under one arm.
Miss, you're early. That's good.
Oh my god, hey! It's been a while. Oh, Dr. Shinonome. I was told to go to C12. He pauses and studies me for a second, then glances at his tablet.
That must be a scheduling error. Your session is with me.
Oh. My bad, big dog. I'm not gonna object.
Please, this way.
Okay. He steps past me and opens the door of his office lab with one quiet motion.
After you.
Thank you. Well. He has an axolotl! If I had a nickel for every time I played a dating sim that had an axolotl in the background, I would have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it is weird that it's happened twice. I walk inside and the door closes softly behind me. The room is exactly like I remember it from the evaluation. Neat and tidy, except for the desk, where a mix of printouts, notes, and books is spread out all over. Not that I'm in any position to judge, considering what my own desk has looked like ever since university started. But what really draws my attention is the aquarium in the corner of the room, which I very professionally pretended not to stare at last time. With Dr. Shinonome not here yet, I step closer to take a proper look. Look at the axolotl! Look at the axolotl with your link-type eyes! A pink axolotl drifts lazily through the water, its tiny legs paddling a bit clumsily, while a little school of blue-striped zebrafish weaves around it. Up close, it's even cuter.
It was indeed a switch-up.
Oh, not the axolotl, the appointments. Oops, my bad. I jump. Oh dear, I swear that door didn't make a sound. To my luck, he doesn't seem to notice my little flinch, since he looks partly lost in his own thoughts anyway.
The receptionist seemed unusually abashed when I asked about your room assignment.
Why do you want to be assigned to me so badly?
A more notable reaction than a simple clerical error usually warrants.
Maybe she thought it would annoy you?
Annoy me? No. I merely told her to update the system so your sessions are routed to my room.
Oh. No wonder she looked embarrassed. She got both of us requesting the same thing back to back.
Anyway, you like the axolotl?
Yes! I do! I love axolotls! They're so cute! See? They're so cute! Does it have a name? If its name is Azrael, I know what you are.
No.
Can I name it Azrael?
She's the only one in the tank, so there's no risk of confusing her with anyone else.
But then if you gotta name it so you can get attached to it. What do you have against attachment, Takuma? I'm on to you and your schemes.
Also, axolotls don't respond to names the way a dog or cat would.
That's not the purpose.
They can perceive low-frequency sounds through vibrations in the water, but their recognition abilities are limited, mostly to scent and simple visual cues.
I just need this. Listen. Everybody pause for a second. I need this man to info dump to me about axolotls all day, every day. I think I've chosen my route. I don't know about y'all. Do I have a second backup route? Maybe. But I'm a sucker for a man who info dumps about his favorite things without making it all mansplainy. That's very special to my heart, specifically.
Meaning, she most certainly wouldn't know about it.
Somehow that's both logical and a little sad. But he keeps saying she. That's unexpectedly adorable. I really like this guy. I'm sure she's perfectly happy without one then. For a moment, he watches the axolotl drift through the water. A small, unguarded smile crosses his face before he turns back toward the desk. He gestures to the seat across from him. I sit, and the tablet's interface tilts slightly, its display splitting into labeled sections on its own.
Before we continue, let me confirm your current classification. Link types are currently categorized across 3 dimensions.
More info dumping!
Direction of influence, modality, and volitional control.
Oh, interesting. Okay. He glances at the tablet, though it seems more like a courtesy than a necessity.
Based on your evaluation, your link type is marked as bidirectional, perceptive, and passive. Does that alignment match with your own experience?
Oh my god, guys, I'm bidirectional. Be who you are. Yes, sounds right. I don't manipulate anything, I just see things, and only in connection to other people.
To the individual you're interacting with?
Not exactly. It's more contextual. If there's something meaningful between us, the thread appears. If not, nothing. He nods slightly. The tablet logs it in neat, shimmering glyphs.
Since when have you been able to perceive it?
For as long as I can remember, I thought everyone saw them until I was maybe 8?
That's common. In families without existing link types, early manifestations often go unnoticed or dismissed as imagination. Education systems don't cover the topic in enough depth either. It's only natural to treat one's own perception as objective reality until proven otherwise.
He really is a pro at turning one simple question into a whole lecture. But not in the way that your parents do. You know when you make a joke around your parents and then they turn it into a whole lecture and you're like, bro, I was just trying to show you a meme on my phone. This actually feels productive and interesting, and I'm invested in it. I'm not bored, and I'm not put off by it.
Do you perceive it constantly?
Not consciously. They're always there, but I usually tune them out. It's like your own nose, I guess?
Your nose?
Now he's gonna be really subconscious about the tip of his nose, because you can, like, kind of see it, but then you don't really realize you can see it until you start thinking about it, and then it's all you can see. Like right now, with me and my nose. I've been cursed by the otome game. Yeah, it's always in your field of vision, technically, but your brain filters it out. The threads feel like that. They only stand out when something draws attention to them.
I see.
His eyes flick briefly to the tablet before returning to me.
Do you perceive threads between third parties?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. I don't think so. At least I never noticed anything like that. If it happened, I'm pretty sure I would have seen it.
If you ever notice anything like that, feel free to bring it up.
You got it, Dr. Man.
Otherwise, any irregularities, flickering, incomplete manifestations?
Irregularities? I mean, there are things. Ray's thread is strange, and sometimes a thread feels stronger or more present than it should. Oh yeah, Ray's did the weird thing where, like, it was a blink and you miss it moment. And I wasn't actively trying to manifest it, but low-key I was kind of trying to manifest it. There was something strange. If it was a real anomaly, he should probably know at least about the thing that was going on with Ray. Maybe one thing, actually. There was a moment where the thread felt off.
Off in what way?
With one of my classmates. It kind of flickered. Like it was there for a second, then gone when I focused on it. His brows shift barely a millimeter.
Interesting. We'll note that as a one-time irregularity for now, and check whether it stabilizes or repeats later.
Okay.
That covers everything we need for today.
He reaches for the tablet, glances once at the finalized readout, and clicks the display into standby before setting it aside. I wonder. He must have a link type too, right? What do you guys think of this guy's bolo tie? I don't know if I'm feeling the bow tie, or the bolo tie, but I'm definitely feeling this sweater vest, collared shirt, like albedo combo. May I ask you something? He pauses with an expectant look on his face as he's waiting for me to continue. What's your link type? A brief pause follows, like he's considering how much to say.
Other-directed, perceptive, passive.
So it's similar to mine?
No. The classification system describes functional parameters, not experimental similarity.
Okay. But you see things too.
In a manner of speaking.
What do you see, my past life?
But it's not something I usually discuss in details with participants.
Do you think it'll, like, influence the study or whatever? He wants to keep it double blind. Real ones now. Right, that was probably a bit too personal. I really shouldn't be this curious, but I am.
No, it's a reasonable question.
Why do you look upset about it, though?
I just prefer not to bias your self-assessment by going too much into my own perception.
I was right, he does want to keep it blind. He studies me for a moment.
But we're essentially finished for today, so it won't interfere. Put simply, I perceive emotional states as color auras surrounding the person.
Oh, this bitch got synesthesia! He's just like me for real! Not with people, though. So he basically reads people like open books. Goodbye, privacy. However, that sounds beautiful. Your world must be incredibly colorful.
In theory, yes. But outside of these auras, my vision is monochromatic.
Oh my god, he's like that one kid from Witch Hat! You know that one kid from Witch Hat Atelier who can only see the world in silver? Yo! That's so cool! Wait! Hold the phone. This is way cooler than I thought it would be! Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pry. His gaze shifts slightly, like he's trying to reconcile the color he's seeing with the apology I just offered.
Most people would be curious.
There's a brief pause. Then he straightens a little.
If you don't have any further questions, we're done for today.
I'm so fascinated by this guy. I think if and when the full game comes out, this is probably the route that I would pursue. No, that's all. Thank you.
I'll see you at your next appointment then.
Is this ethical? On Wednesday, we talked about the ethical consumption of breasts in media. Today, we're talking about the ethical consumption of your doctor in media. Is that allowed? I give him a small nod, stand up, and head for the door.
You're right. The way you tell it, he's just nerdy doctor awkward.
I like
Not
nerdy
one for our
doctor
lunch.
awkward. That's like my flavor. Not necessarily the doctor part, but like the awkward, nerdy, like info dump type thing. That's my bread and butter. See? I told you.
And he has a link type too, you said?
Yeah, he sees emotions as colors, but I feel like seeing them and knowing what to do with them are two really different things. Not that he doesn't understand them, just not always on a personal level.
Huh. So he's missing the field experience.
I guess you could say it like that. Though honestly, that might not even be a bad thing for his job.
True. Objectivity can be useful, but you could also, teach him how feelings work.
Don't mind if I do. Oh my god. He wants to know what love is. He wants us to show him. Excuse me? Who's the doctor here? Yuki snorts, the tension between us finally dissolving into easy laughter. When it fades, she grows quieter, her gaze drifting to the side.
If anyone's going to notice something off about
Oh,
that
the
weird
long-haired
you mentioned
guy.
earlier, it's probably him. Might be worth asking him sometime.
Yeah, maybe. The cafe has grown noticeably busier, the clatter of dishes and hum of conversation rising as the late lunch visitors start to roll in. Yuki checks the time on her phone, her shoulders sinking slightly.
My break's almost over.
Already?
Unfortunately.
Girl, we came in the morning, and at one point the timestamp was noon, and then it became afternoon, so I don't know.
Duty calls.
She starts stacking the empty cups and glances at me once more before standing up.
So, you're going straight home?
Yes, Mira said she's making katsudon for lunch. Ooh, I do love a chicken katsu situation.
Of course she is. Mira's katsudon should be illegal.
You've had it like twice.
And I still think about it.
No, she's so real for that. You really yearn for the foods you've only tasted once, but yet you want to try again. Like that taro mochi egg tart that I tried last month or a couple of months ago. Girl, I'm coming back for you. She pulls me into a quick hug. I'll send you a picture later.
You're evil.
She squeezes my arm once before heading back toward the counter, already slipping back into work mode. I wave a quick goodbye before heading out, the bell above the door chiming softly behind me. Is that the whole demo? Or is there more? There is comfort in knowing that some bonds exist beyond words. That not every connection needs to be understood right away. And somewhere beneath all of it, I can feel the threads still there, waiting for fate to unfold. Wow, that was the demo! Okay, here's what we got. Oh, it was Jimmy Yamaguchi! I thought that was his voice as Leaf. We got them good ears, and whoever caught Kieran Regan as Sota, that you're right, it was him. Let me look at the credits real quick, just to see all the voices. So we got Kieran Regan, Corey Wilder is Ray. Wait, I know that name. Brian Timothy Anderson as Takuma, the colorblind doctor. John Pinot, who used to play Keenich and also plays the Glitch in Date Everything, is Aziel, and then Kennedy Hibbert is Yuki Okabe. I know Corey Wilder's name from somewhere. I'm gonna look his name up really quick because I swear I know him. But that was really cool. I love that they showed us the credits. Corey Wilder. Why do I know that name? Oh, he's Zonka in the Gachiakuta dub. I swear I know him from something else though. I thought that I had known him from like Tamon's B-side or what is it called? You and I are polar opposites, but I guess not. Can we give it up for these voice actors? They did an amazing job. Kieran, Corey, Jimmy, Brian, John, Kennedy, well done to you all. I really enjoyed this visual novel. And also just like a big shout out to the devs, the core team, the people who worked on the music, the background art, the music, and the localization. It looks like it's also available in German and Latin American Spanish. So big shout out to the team on this. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this demo. Again, the Kickstarter is still available for the next month until the end of August, I believe. So check out that Kickstarter. If you're able to pledge a little bit to grab one of the tiers, please do so. And if we like it, we can pick up on this when the game fully releases or just keep up with updates as they come out. But thanks so much for playing through this with me. I hope you had a wonderful time with me. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! I'm going to eat my hijab thread by thread like a bowl of spaghetti.
Could that be a statement of animus dissension?
Huh? You wanna fight like that?